We're back on the Chef and You and I, and this is my favorite time of year for chili. And we're making it with ground round, similar to what we use for our meatloaf, which we put in the oven just a minute ago. And we took our muffins out, our banana nut bread muffins, which we'll try in just a little while. But you want to cut up and dice a onion, right? And what we're going to, actually, here's my little bagwell. And I love using this because guess what? It's wonderful for, doing not just garbage, but, I use a lot of my vegetables and I freeze them and make my own stock. But we're not going to use that for that today. But, you can use this for lots of different things to store things in and, when you have other ingredients that you want to keep. So we're going to dice this onion up and we're going to put it in our hot skillet that we've preheated. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our ground beef and we're going to brown everything together. And then once we've done that, and there's really no actual oil in this ground round, so it'll be fine. And then we're going to add our diced tomatoes, and I'm going to use a little bit of homemade wonderful sauce that you can find in your store. There's a lot of homemade wonderful spaghetti sauce today. So we're going to add these in. Okay, you can hear them sizzling a little bit. And we're going to do that. And that was easy. So you want to brown these a little. Okay, just brown those. And then we're going to add in our meat. And actually, I'm just going to crumble it up. That'll give it a little bit of natural oil that's in the ground round, right? Okay. And then what we're going to do is just chop that up really well in there. And you can hear it sizzling. Okay. Just do that. That looks good. All right. Now we're going to do that. We're going to let that brown real good. And then as soon as that's done, we're going to add in our tomatoes and we're going to add in our sauce and some of our ingredients like chili pepper, chili powder, and oregano I like to add in there. And we're going to add a little bit of salt. We're back and we're actually putting in the spices now that the meat and the onions are getting translucent. And you can add garlic, but I don't because you all know that I am very allergic to garlic. But some people like to have garlic in their chili. I've never ever put it in chili before, so even when I could eat garlic, right? And so here's the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add chili powder. And I actually use about a couple of tablespoons of chili powder. And we're done with that chili powder. That's done. All right, so just add that in. And then you want to add in your oregano. All right. Add the oregano into it, some black pepper, and I just give this just a little bit of pepper because I don't want it to be too hot. And here's your leaf oregano, just a pinch or two. Okay, and then I add in a little bit of mustard. I like mustard; it's really tasty. And then I'm going to add in, now that everything is actually brown, I'm going to add in my tomatoes. And those are diced tomatoes. And they look really nice. Okay, and we're going to have this for dinner tonight. And it's really like a one-pot kind of thing, which makes it really nice, and it doesn't take that long to make it. And this is the time of year when your family will really, really love this. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our sauce right here. And we're just going to use about a half of it. I don't want it to taste like spaghetti, supposedly, but it looks good. There we go. And we'll put that back on. Just gives it some texture. So if we can see that, Mr. Cameraman, that would be good. Wonderful. And that looks really good. You can see inside of that. And this will feed about 4 people, or maybe 2 meals for each one of you. You know, it all depends upon how hungry you are. People that come over to see us love to eat. So, all right, now that it's pretty well starting to boil up, now we're going to add a little bit of water to it. Just a second, we're going to get some water. I would say about a cup of water or so, because it's kind of thick right now, and you really want it to be a little runny. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to add our kidney beans. Okay, and I'm using dark red kidney beans. Now some people actually like to add, and we're only using 1 can because I like kidney beans, but sometimes they don't like me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let that simmer for just a little while. And within about 20 minutes, it'll be done and ready to eat. Now, some people like to have maybe some pasta with it to make it a whole meal. You don't have to. I serve it with crackers, and it's delicious. So let's cover that and turn it down, and let's see how our muffins and everything are. Let's just turn that down. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back.